Old High German, an introductory overview. This is a text in Old High German. This is the third little video I have made of the older Germanic languages. Last week we saw Old English, Anglo-Saxon, and the week before that we saw Gothic. And we looked at the same text, the Gospel of Luke, chapter 15, verse 11, for all of them, and we'll do the same again today. How can you tell that this is Old German? In a way, you have to do so by default. All the other Old Germanic languages, for the TH sound, use these characters, the thorn and the F that we saw. Old High German just writes TH. There are no unusual characters beyond the normal ABC in Old High German. Beyond that, it's also a little bit more difficult because the other languages, Gothic, we just have the one translation of Ulfilas. Old English, we have, actually I didn't mention this last time, there are 4 major dialects of Old English, but one of them, West Saxon, is far and away almost the standard dialect in which almost all the texts are found, whereas Old High German is very much a retroactive collective term for 6 or 8 different dialects, all of which have left us texts and which have slightly different faces. 6 or 8 different dialects that share certain sound changes, sound characteristics that differentiate them from Saxon, Old Saxon, and the Low languages in general. But which have slightly different faces in themselves. So beyond that, an Old High German text, though, the one character that would distinguish it from other things is the long vowels are marked, but perhaps it's by dialect, perhaps it's by different editions, modern editions that we see. Sometimes it's with the circumflex accent that we see here. Sometimes it's the macron. Sometimes it's with an acute accent in different texts. But at any rate, this is the Gospel of Luke. And let me first and foremost just go straight ahead and without worrying about any kind of reconstructed pronunciation, just read it as naturally as I can in the hopes that will give us some idea of bringing Old High German back to life. Quod thu summan habata zwene suni, quod thu ther jungero von theen themo Vater. Vater, gib mir teil thero hechti, thiu mir gebühre. Hertho teilte thia hecht. Nales after manigen tagon gisamonoten, alleen ther jungero son aelilentes vor, in fuera Landschaft, inti dar siwar sine hech lebento wir lustigo. Inti after thiu her is al forlos, war hunger stringi in thero landskefi, her begonde tho armen. Inti gieng inti zo klebeta, einemo thero burgliu tu thero landskefi. Inti sant inan in sin thorf, fas her fortriti svin. Inti girdinota gefulen sine wamba, von siliquis theu svin atsun, inti niemand immunigab. Her tho in si geworden quad ho maniga asnera mines Vater genucht habend brochtes, ich vor wirdu hier hungrige, arstantu, inti farut si minimo Vater, inti quitu imo, Vater, ich sunto ta in Himmel, inti forethir, inti nibem in iu wirdig genemnet wesen fin sun, tuo mich so einen von thinen asnerin, inti arstantanti quam si cinemo Vater, mitiu thana noch feruas gesa ihnen sin Vater, inti miltida gewurt ward, inti ingingen lofenti viel über sinan Hals, inti kusta innen. So, I just read the version of Old High German. This is the East Frankish translation of Tatiana, about the year 820, 830, of the Gospel of Luke, chapter 15, verse 11 and following. Since it's the same text that I have translated already in Gothic and in Old English, and it's a common text that you can check easily, the English translation, and since I have here in this version already a very small print of the old Fraktur print modern German from about the year 1880, so 1,000 years later, I think it'll be more instructive for me to be lazy this time, rather than translate it. Just read Old High German and Modern German together, and even if you can't understand the Modern German, in this way you will be able to hear how much the language has or has not changed over the course of 1,000 years. So let me do some of that. Quad sprach, tho, da, sum, ein, man, habachta, hatte, zwene, zwei, suni, Söhne. Quad sprach, tho, da, der, jüngerer, von, denen, themo, zum, Vater, gib, mir, teil, den Teil, Phero, der, hechti, haba, few, die, mir, gebühre. Herr, tho, da, teilte, fja, die, hechte, habe. Nalles, nicht, after, nach, manigen, vielen, tagen, gesammelten, allen, der, jüngerer, Sohn, eililentes, außerlandes, für, in, fuera, ferne, Landschaft, inti, und, da, siwaf, verschwindete, sine, seine, hecht, habe, lebento, lebend, wir lustigo, ausschweifend, inti, und, after few, nachdem, Herr, is, es, alles, verloren hatte, ward, Hunger, Hungerstrengi, ein starker Hunger, in, Phero, der, Landschaft, Herr, begann, tho, armen, begann da arm zu werden. So you get an idea, again, of how the language works here. If I put a chart here, it looks kind of like a graph. It shows some of the 6 or 8 dialects of Old High German, Bavarian, Alemannic, East Frankish, which we just looked at, South Rhine Frankish, Middle Frankish, and then we go into Old Saxon and the Low Languages. And this chart shows the sound changes, such as T going to Z, P going to PF, and the like, that take change over the time period of 700, 800, 900. After about 1100 we go into Middle High German. And if you're interested in learning Old High German, you need to know Modern German first, which is kind of a shame. It'd be an interesting and instructive task, I think, to learn the German language historically. But there is this Wright's Historical German Grammar in the old Oxford University Press series, and then I got my excerpt from, it was originally published in Germany in 1880, but it was republished in Japan in 1974, this version. And then there is this Old High German Althochdeutsches Lesebuch that you can get, and the Reklam Verlag has they supposedly have 3 books of Old High German, Modern High German, bilingual texts. I've only ever been able to find 2, and then there is this book here. So Old High German,